What is up, YouTube? This is Papa G. I am back with another bucket garden video. I told you I would show you when I pull the roots up off these old scraggly tomato plants. The time has come. You're going to see the root system and how it grew down in there by those buckets. I don't know. Did it? We're going to see. Stick around. I love the bucket garden. Yippee! Come on, let's go! All right. My first step is I'm taking the cage out. So here comes the cage. It is now off. All we're left with, let me pull it up here where y'all can see it, is this little determinate tomato plant. Now, I don't know if you can see from that angle, but this thing's got fresh blooms on it, but they would never make it to ripening. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it up and see what we got here. Now remember, I got a, it's in there good. It is in there good. Let me take this mulch off the top, which was nothing but cedar shavings for the dog houses. Oh, it's in there. It's got good roots. I can tell already. It's gonna come out as a huge block. So there is your root system. Look how well. I'll bring it closer to the camera. You see the milk jug in the bottom still, but look at these roots. Those roots are all the way inside the milk jug. I can see them. So that is an excellent root system, and the bucket garden was successful. There's the jug out of the bottom. Still in good shape. We'll use it again. So here I'm back with the cucumber bucket. As you can see, it's seen its better days. Let's see what we get out of this. Seems like some good strong roots. So that one is wet. That one was probably in the water jug at the bottom. Is that on film? Oh God. I threw that thing over there and it hit the glass. I'm dumping the soil into this, my little wagon here. So you see the bucket. There's the milk jug that was in this one. It's a little bit collapsed, but we'll reuse it. I'm gonna leave them old roots in there. Those will rot over time and become fertilizer for the next batch of plants that's in this same bucket. I got some water running. I got too much water running. I'm flooding the whole yard.
You got that mouth running too.
Got that mouth running.
Unnecessary information.
Look.
Just to hear yourself
It's all very vital.
Just to hear yourself talk.
No. Vital information. So what I've got to do with this old soil is revitalize it. I'm gonna put a little fertilizer in it, a couple of handfuls. I'm gonna give it a little salt mineral. Again, a couple of handfuls. And it's time to mix it a little. Alright. With it being a little wet, it smells like horse manure.
A little bit more than that.
Alright. So now I'm ready to put dirt back in the bucket, but first, I gotta get my milk jug back in. Get my filling hose in there, or pipe. And I'll start reading. I've just covered the top of the jug with soil. Now, my roots, when I plant something in here, are gonna be down here pretty quick. So I'm going with some lime Two little handfuls, a couple. I'm gonna put a little bone meal. If I can get it open. Bone meal. Give me a good old scoop of that. And a little blood meal. Give me a good old scoop of that. All right, so the idea is all that fertilizer goes down about that far down in the bucket. When this plant takes root up top and grows a few weeks, it's gonna hit that little layer of all this fertilizer and boom, it's gonna grow like crazy. So let's top the bucket off with the rest of the soil. Pack it in a little. You don't want air pockets.
So you're feeding the dirt for each level of growth.
Yeah.
That the roots go down.
Right.
So when it gets there, it always has the nutrients that it needs.
Correct. All right, it's almost mud pie out here. Okay, now I got, what do I got?
We got some collard greens.
Yeah.
That I'm excited about. This is our first year.
And this is cauliflower. And I'm gonna put in this one. So I'm gonna dig me a little hole. Right beside the pipe, kind of in the middle of the bucket. And to this hole, before I put this plant in, I'm gonna give it another shot of this stuff for immediate success. So we got the future covered when it gets down here, and we're giving it a jump start with this stuff up here. All right. Mix it up a little with some dirt. I got a nice little plant here. It's going in the hole. All right. Pack everything around it. And there you have it. We got our first planting of cauliflower. So I got my plant. It's planted into the new soil. Nice big bucket for it to grow in. Again, this is cauliflower. Right now I'm gonna put a little mulch on top to keep it a little moist, hold some of the moisture in. This is just a little layer of cedar shavings that I stole from the dog houses. All right, now that plant's ready to grow. So I'm in here, I've got my water going in. I'm gonna refill my reservoir. When I see it leaking out the drain hole on the side, 5 inches up from the bottom, I will stop. There it is. So here's an update. It's been a month maybe. My Brussels sprouts are growing very nicely. The broccoli, these two, growing very nicely. And then this up here is it's probably cauliflower. So it's starting to catch on as well. You can see the pepper plants are still mowing right along, even though it's getting into the 40s every night. Plenty of bell peppers. Here we have the cauliflower. So this one and the one on the end over there was cauliflower. And then my weak little collard greens, which I got in the ground late and they were pretty pitiful. Maybe they'll catch on, maybe they won't. But yeah, I'm very happy with how things are growing. So all in all, I think you can say the bucket garden idea is a great one. I've had a good time doing it. I plucked one small piece of grass out of the buckets this year. No weeding, no problem with having to till, obviously. So it's been a great experience. The water lasts almost a week. when you fill the buckets up in the reservoirs. So everything's been a great experience. I am learning with it. Hope to get better at it next year. And can't wait for spring and to see how these turn out. So with that, that's going to be a wrap. This is Papa G signing out from the bucket garden. See ya. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Come on, let's go.